An amazing story was that we started with a couple. They knew that they were from Lithuania. They didn't know anything else. And throughout the process, it expanded to 5 different countries that they were going to explore. And the family started hearing about it, and it ended up being 20 people joining. It took 2 years for us to complete with the travel advisor. And it was the most beautiful experience because, again, they're learning. They thought they were only from Lithuania. And so it's so much more than just a vacation. They're learning about their ancestry through this entire process and then being able to go and see it for themselves where their family is from. There's nothing like it.
Oh, I love that. I mean, it makes me, I realize how limited I know. Many people want to travel, but they don't know how to do it. There's so many choices. It becomes overwhelming. They have friends and family that tell them what the best is. So that's where this podcast comes in from the source, Travel Edition. It helps you get through all that noise and helps you narrow down what is the best for you and helps you pick that option. So today we have Kate from Kensington Tours. Is it Kensington Tours or Kensington Vacations or
Kensington Tours is fine.
Kensington everything.
Yeah. Now we're Kensington because we have the yachts and villas, but we've been known for Kensington Tours for over 20 years.
Oh,
so.
wow. Yeah. So tell me, I guess, start with like a big, broad overview of what Kensington is.
Okay. So our slogan is See the World Differently. And we focus on private guided travel around the world. So what does that mean? You and I want to travel. We want it to be personalized, curated from the ground up. We want to start when we want to start, and we want to have a private guide with us that has that local knowledge and is really immersing us into the culture of the destination, and then we layer it from there. We're in over 120 countries around the world. But again, our heartbeat really is that see the world differently. Of course, we can do the bucket list type items, going to the Eiffel Tower. But once we check that off, let's really meet some locals and tap into, is it history, again, culture, food and wine, all of the above, the wildlife. And then we want to curate, create, customize the itinerary specific to what we want or your clients.
I love it because, as a travel advisor, our goal, lots of times people ask, why should I work with a travel advisor? I'm like, well, I have access to all this information that I want to share with you. So tell me what's in your head. When I get to know them more, then I may come across something and I'm like, my client's going to love this.
100%.
So, but sometimes too, they're coming to us. So the more they share that information, this is how we make it happen.
Right.
And we can think like, oh, this would be really amazing. We know they love history or they love ancestry, which is huge in Utah. So tell us about like an option if someone said, I really want to, really dive into my ancestry.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So we have an exclusive partnership with Ancestry. And what I love about it is you don't have to do the work. The client doesn't have to already have gone to Ancestry. They just need to give us the basics, and we connect them with a pro genealogist, and they lay out their entire family tree, and then we start building a journey around that. Again, very personal. Do they want to walk the streets, go in the churches? Like, what is important to them? Just reliving what their ancestors, where they once walked.
Yeah.
And an amazing story was that we started with a couple. They knew that they were from Lithuania. They didn't know anything else. And throughout the process, it expanded to 5 different countries that they were going to explore. And the family started hearing about it, and it ended up being 20 people joining. It took 2 years for us to complete with the travel advisor, and it was the most beautiful experience because, again, they're learning. They thought they were only from Lithuania. And so it's so much more than just a vacation. They're learning about their ancestry through this entire process and then being able to go and see it for themselves where their family is from. There's nothing like it.
Oh, I love that. I mean, it makes me, I realize how limited I know when you go back that far and see where everyone came from and that you can make that happen. So that's what I think so exciting about Kensington is thinking it really opens up your eyes to, you don't have to just look online or talk to friends and say, go here. It's really dreaming and imagining like what could what could I do?
The consultation of
Yeah.
knowing all of the hobbies, your interests, what's most important to you. Again, even the pace. Do you like to go slow? Do you like to wake up and not, are you a slow riser like myself?
Yes.
I don't want to get going till 10. I have a twin sister. She's ready to go at 6 in the morning. Yeah. We're all so different. And so at a basic level, we can travel to the same destinations, but everybody travels a little bit different, and what's important to them is different, the types of foods and what they're immersing themselves in. And so this is so much a consultation, and we work with you, of course, the advisor, and then we'll take it and run with it, because we'd love everybody to know the world, but the world is huge.
Yes.
And things are always changing, and that's why our partnership is so beautiful, because you can lean on us.
Yes.
And make their dreams a reality.
Yeah. But the part I love too is, so everyone, then we and the client would work with the destination expert, right? Mm-hmm. And so tell me about the destination expert.
Yeah, so we have over, I think at this point, we're about 400 destination experts around the world. Wow. They have to be from the destination or have traveled extensively, and then our company sends them back to the destination twice, sometimes 3 times a year.
I love that.
And so again, we want you to feel, and your clients to feel like, in the consultation phase, that they're working with a friend that's from the destination, making those local tips. You here in Salt Lake and Lehigh, you can say, oh, you need to hit up this restaurant. Exactly. There's live music on Friday nights here. You know the ins.
Yes.
And so that's what we want to provide, working with us.
Because that's what everyone's looking for.
Right.
They don't want to just go to Rome. They want to know the hidden
insider
gem
tips,
and the best time to go.
Right.
Where's the best spot to see the sunset? All those little things.
In Africa is where we were started. You made me think of something. We had somebody had come to us and they wanted specifically to see certain animals. They were also bird watchers, and they were thinking April, and our team said, well, those specific birds are, you need to go in the fall, and they gave all the specifics of why, this is what you want to see. And so we take the guesswork out of it. Again, you just say what's most important, and then we'll build it. We'll give you the time frame, how long you should stay in a specific destination, where to stay in that specific destination, and really feel cultured. We want you to leave feeling like you walked away as a local.
Yeah. Well, and it's so awesome because it's kind of like beyond the brochure. I think people get caught up in, this is what I'm looking at, which is available, but really you're like, no, this is what I care about, what can be available.
Right.
Yeah.
Building from the ground up.
Yeah. So it's all custom, all built.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing off the shelf.
I love that. And off the shelf, I think too, sometimes even people, when they think of guided tours, is that it's going to be a motor coach of 50 people. And this is completely different. It's guided to private. Yeah.
It's a guide picking you up at the hotel, and it's you and whomever you're traveling with. It could be solo, it could be with your friends, family.
Multi-gen, it could be a large group of family and friends.
And
like
it's
the ones
so
that did
personalized because you're going to have a plan for the day, but there's so many times as you get to know the guides, and they'll say, let me take you by this local spot. We've got an hour, we've got time in between. And sometimes you'll be in a destination with the same guide throughout, and you get to know them so well. We've had stories where they've invited them into their home, and their wife has cooked dinner for them. So based on the person's comfort level, you do become friends with the guides, and they are all local, English speaking. They're there to enhance the entire, and again, to point out those hidden gems, and on a true local level.
I love that. So what are the top destinations? I know those are always switching.
Yes.
What would you say right now?
Egypt right now is up 400% in demand year over year. I'm sure the eclipse has a lot to do with it, as well as King Tut's tomb. There's artifacts that have been added, so everybody is very eager to go there. Japan has topped the list.
I just went to Japan this last year. It was amazing. It's one of those places too, I want to go back every season.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
So, yeah.
My boss went, I want to say in the spring, and then she took her husband in the fall. And she said, Kate, you need to go. Exactly.
It's that good. Yeah, it's awesome.
So Japan, Italy is always high, and then Norway has been very popular.
Norway, yeah. So Norway, what would a tour look like there? I'm just trying to.
A lot is all around, why am I blanking? The beautiful Northern Lights.
Oh,
there we go.
right.
Yes, and
Because that
dog
you have to
sled.
hunt.
Yeah,
You have to hunt the Northern Lights.
yep. And the fjords. And a lot of times they'll do multi-destination, so
I
they
like
can
that.
do Finland, Iceland, Norway, all throughout. However long that they can get away. But also dog sled.
That's fun. Yeah.
Snowmobile riding.
Probably sleep
meeting
in those
with the
igloos. Those.
Yup. Yeah, we have the glass
glass
domes,
domes.
meeting with indigenous people.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to see and
So
do.
awesome.
Norway, what else? And then the national parks. Our
Yeah.
backyard has actually
Yes.
been really popular. Patagonia, Peru.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I've
many-
heard
and Africa.
Africa, and then
Africa's-
Africa.
Yes.
Yes.
And then there's a lot of countries in Africa, but
And then the cool thing about Africa, I would think, because you mentioned this to me, is that if you're on a structured tour, it might be like, hey, we're going to see the animals for 2 hours and then a
Right.
break because you're in a large group and
Yep.
certain people need a break, but maybe you're, 2 people can go out longer. So that
Yes.
opens up being
there's
private.
no better way to travel Africa
Yeah.
than a private guide.
Because like the animals aren't on our schedule,
Right,
right?
exactly. So the example that I had shared was that the guide saw a lion out on the hunt and they said, let's follow him. And it took 6 hours. And I just think that's so incredible
Yeah.
because it was on the client's timetable. It wasn't on the groups or anybody
Yeah.
else. And the guide made sure to see if that was okay. He was
Yeah,
super excited,
super
but
excited.
he wanted to get that like nod, like, oh yeah, let's
Yeah,
go
let's
do
go.
it. And if they didn't want to do it, he would have found something else.
Yeah.
But you just get to explore. It's on
Mm-hmm.
your time. Again, the animals, they're on their
Their
own
own
time,
frame.
and you can.
Well, and if you think about it, in that case, if he would have been in a structured environment, he wouldn't even have offered it.
No.
So you wouldn't know what you're missing.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
So
So,
true.
to have that flexibility is so amazing, of the awesome kind of like the immersive stuff that's life changing.
Right. And
Yeah.
most of the lodges are very boutique.
I love
And
that.
we can get some of the key like the closest camps possible
Yeah.
to where the wildlife is.
That's amazing.
Gorilla trekking, that's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Chimpanzee.
There's so
The
much.
migration. There's so much.
There's so much. Yes. And I know you said so you have yachts,
Yes.
which this is, I mean,
big.
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think people don't realize
It's attainable.
it is obtainable. It is
Uh-huh.
attainable. And so you have your own staff, you have the captain, food, drink, and it's from it's really around the world. Everybody says is there a minimum? Well, no, there's not a minimum. It
No.
can be one person.
Yeah.
But most are going 6, 10, 12 people, friends, family.
But what an experience.
Yes.
Well, and then you talk about, I mean, if you think doing the med, you're going to go into ports that, I mean, are tiny.
Right.
Yeah.
And just explore.
Stay overnight.
yeah.
Stay whatever you want.
Exactly. If you say, I like this port, let's stay here. Let's just bypass everything else we had on the
Yeah.
itinerary. It's not a big deal because it's whatever you want to
whatever
do.
you
You have the ship, you have the vessel for a week, and you have the staff and the captain, and they're really at your beck and call. And even the food, like it's
Oh, right.
that's so personalized too because we get a list of likes,
Oh, right.
things that they want to eat, and
Yeah.
we curate the menu as well as the drink options.
Yes.
So, I mean, talk about personalization at the core. You can't really beat
Yeah.
a private
What an
yacht
experience. Well, and then you have villas also, same concept.
Right.
But it's not just renting a house. It's the experience.
It is. The setting is everything's vetted. We only work with villas that have on-site managers, which I think is really important. We're not VBRO. This is taken very seriously, but it's people that want that privacy, exclusivity. They want to create memories with their family and friends and have something just unique and different all throughout Italy and France and Greece, and then we've got them down in the Caribbean, Costa Rica.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love that everything's vetted because even nowadays, I mean, can you really trust anything on the internet?
I know.
Anyone could write a ton of amazing reviews or anything, but there's comfort to know that it's truly every step, every person you interact with has been vetted.
And we're working with the managers that run the estate.
Yes. Well, but with all your tours, it's all going to be amazing clients. The private transfers, everything we know is awesome.
Yes. And down to the specifics, we were talking hobby, but also ADA. So if there's mobility, we know exactly what suppliers on the ground specialize in that. And
even just if they want to do a tour and I know you'd mentioned going through the Vatican, where I know I've been to Europe, and I mean, sometimes there's places where I'm like, I don't know how anyone would get in here.
Right, exactly.
I don't know. There's got to be a secret passage. Right. So figuring that out.
Yeah. And once you go private and you skip the lines too, you brought me back to my experience when I was in Rome. Oh, you just get so spoiled. You don't have to wait in any line. You go right to the front. You don't have to worry about the crowds or navigating anything.
Yeah.
They took us to the best cappuccino spots. Oh, it was such a fabulous trip.
So
you get
better.
spoiled.
You do get spoiled. Yeah, I know private is. I've done that with my family, and if we have to do a share tour, they're like, what?
I don't want to be with other people.
I don't want to be with other people. Well, because it's nice too. If you need it, let's say if it's an entire day, it's the concept of like, hey, we're really thirsty. Can we stop and just get a drink real quick?
Right.
But they're not just going to take you to the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
They're going to find a place or their friend that will make you a fresh snack. And,
exactly.
Yeah,
and if you get bored at the museum, hey, I want to go shopping. You know, again, you have them for the day. There's an idea of what we want to accomplish, but it's all about flexibility and changing it up depending on your mood.
Yeah.
We had one trip in I believe it was Morocco, and the temps were very high that day. So during the tour, the private guide said, all right, we've got our bathing suits because I think we're on a boat tour. Let's stop and just take a dip in the ocean real quick, and let's go get some tea. You know, it was just they had the time. He saw how hot everybody was, and he wanted them to be refreshed.
It's really having that friend, that local friend.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, so I think overall, it's just really opening up your thoughts to be like, what's possible? Where do I want to go, and how do I want to see it different? Not just that cookie cutter pre-built with a bunch of people.
100%.
Yes, yeah. So if you're interested in learning about Kensington Tour or want a complimentary quote, you can reach out to Expedia Cruises in Utah. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you. That was fun.
Yeah. The end. We can cut different things. We will see. I'll send it to you.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, I guess let's just flow because
that's easier.
Pull.
That's kind of like my vision.
Yeah.